What do you think was the hardest part of like your recovery?
I'd say probably my hardest part was the mental recovery, just because when I did eventually go back into sports, it was um like not I guess not really trusting my like rehab and my abilities, because like in basketball you do like so many short like quick turns and whatnot. So I think it was really hard to me to try to like trust my leg and like try to go full force, because I was scared like, oh, something's gonna go wrong, like set me back, or like I wasn't strong enough to do those things. So I'd say definitely that. And then like especially coming back to track season, like that I think that was definitely like a big like mental hurdle that I needed to get over, like trying to get back at it. So definitely say the mental recovery is probably the hardest thing for me, to try to like trust myself, my abilities.
Yeah, I guess following that, did you continue to do the, like, hurdles on in the track meets and stuff?
So I didn't do the 100-meter hurdles because that was one that I broke my leg in, but I did eventually get back to the 300-meter hurdles.
Yeah, because I feel like I'd be really hesitant to, like, go right back to what just broke my femur in half, like
Exactly. So I definitely got back into the 300-meter hurdles, and like as I said, that season was like a really hard like comeback season. But I remember that I really don't know if this is true. I guess I should really fact check. But at regionals again that year, I placed either one or two, and so I made it back to state for the 300-meter hurdles that year. So I think that was a big like woohoo moment for me, because like finally being able to see like all the hard work that I put into it like come back to life, and like realize like I am strong enough to do this again. So I think that was definitely like a big help.
yeah, I guess was there any points, like, in your recovery or, like, right when it happened that you weren't sure that you were gonna go back to sports, or did you always know, like, you wanna fully recover and, like, continue to play?
I definitely had that discussion, because my family was like you saw what like happened, like obviously it could be worse. Do you want to go back into sports? And I knew that I did want to go back into sports, because that was like such a big part of my life. But I guess I was kind of worried about, would I be able to compete at the athletic ability that I was before. I think that was like basically my biggest thing, and it kind of made me want to work harder to try to like get back to where I was, and don't say, oh, she broke her leg, like that's why she's slow, you know.